Welcome to the Clear as Mud podcast, where your host, Banana Grabber, and myself are going to cover YouTube drama. We cover real world shenanigans, and today we're going to start a new segment. Today we're going to start a new segment that we decided to entitle "Do You Remember When?" And I kind of came up with this idea. Banana and I we meet, we discuss what we're going to do for the show and so forth, what have you. And we met or whatever and had a discussion, and there was really not a whole lot going on that we felt like covering. I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of real world stuff that's going on, with a
lot of political shit.
A lot of political stuff, yeah. And then there's also the trial that was keeping people's attention this last week. And we just, we decided we'd covered enough of the crazy, just I don't know, heavy crap. And
it's like the last 2 or 3 episodes we've been like real world, not much fun at all, just kind of heavy topics. So
yep, exactly. And so we just decided, hey, we're gonna take it easy. And what happened was, I was perusing my YouTube channel, and I went back and I looked at one of the very first videos I ever made. Now I've been a member of this platform since like 2000. I think about 2005, 2006, somewhere in there is when I actually created my Gmail account, which created
the first days of YouTube.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, I started, watching YouTube videos and things like that. And I discovered a community out there of people who were making their own content, creating their own content. And it wasn't a deal where it was like music videos, which is what I originally, because by that time, MTV had quit making or really showing music videos. If you wanted to see a music video, you had to go to YouTube for that. And so anyway, I started discovering these other channels, such as DramaAlert, Shot from the Point, Leafy is Here, Pyrocynical, iDubbbz,
commentators,
H3H3, right? These creators who were making commentary. Exactly, they were discussing things, and it was focused on other YouTubers that was making. And let's just be honest, everybody back then was making really cringy content. But it was okay because everybody was making cringy content. At the
time it wasn't cringe. It was
no.
It was like the peak of the commentary era. It was basically a gold mine. Like you had PewDiePie and bigger names hopping into like commentary videos on other channels because it was such a view count gold mine.
If we go back and we look at those videos now through the optics of 2021, right, it's cringe as hell. But if you're looking at it through the optics of 2015, 2016, which has only been 5-6 years ago,
it feels way longer, but
it's not cringy. It's and if you're a younger person that's found their way onto the internet, and you're starting to find some of these creators now, such as that are still around, the H3s of the world, the Keemstars of the world, Tommy C over at SFTP. things like, people like that. But some of the bigger creators from back then, they're gone. They've been banned off the platform, or they've moved on and they're doing other things. Just a whole, wide, we had an invasion of people that came in from things like Vine and stuff like that, because that platform, dissipated and
yeah, I remember at the time too. They were like, "Oh, Pornhub's gonna buy Vine and stuff," and that never came out. That never happened.
Yeah. But so anyway, I thought, maybe it might be entertaining or fun to kind of go back and look at some of these videos and the content creators, and we'll see, where are they at? What are they doing? Where, what's going on with some of these people. One of the I guess more polarizing creators back then had to be Leafy Is Here.
That's putting it lightly.
Leafy Is Here is, some call him the grandfather of what is today's modern day commentary type videos. When Leafy was here, started making content back in 2014, 15, and he started gaining popularity. He would search out other content creators and would roast them. Is basically what it is. I mean, he wasn't. He was just making fun at him. I don't think it was one of those deals where it was necessarily, I would call it mean spirited.
A lot of people, that was like a heavy accusation at the time by everyone that he was criticizing.
But here's the thing I will say. I don't think it was mean spirited in the sense of this. For you to have a mean spirit, or you have a mean spirited attack or whatever, you have to have some sort of feelings, right? You have to have some sort of emotional what's the word I'm looking for?
You have to have like some kind of resentment or anger towards somebody.
I think so. Yeah.
You think he's a psychopath, is what you're saying?
No. I don't think he's a psychopath. I think he just didn't care. I mean, he just, I think this was a deal where he saw some people out there that was making content that he found amusing. They had some sort of little something about them that he could pick on or ridicule, make fun of, that type of thing. It was a lot like, I would attribute it towards high school type picking on, needling, that type of thing. I didn't see it as necessarily being, mean spirited. But there was one content creator that that Leafy did make a video on that was mentally handicapped. He has Asperger's, or is it Asperger's, or no?
Tommy and C.
Yeah, has autism, and he kind of picked on him a little bit, and he caught some grief about that, and he wound up deleting the video and apologizing for it, which I kind of think kind of goes to show that it was not malevolent.
Well, the viewer might not know, but Tommy and C is a content creator on YouTube that he got famous for a video where he was helping. What was it? He took a lady's eggs off her car.
So yeah, they were putting away their groceries and they left a carton of eggs on top of their car, and he went up and stopped them, and he recorded himself doing it, and it got notoriety. It got it
went viral.
Yeah.
And then he went on Tosh. He was on Tosh.
Sure.
And then he got traction. And then Keemstar obviously, went after him because Leafy.
Yeah.
Leafy made the video on him.
Sure.
And for whatever reason, during the time, Keemstar, and this is old news, by the way, but if in case you weren't there, in case you didn't see, Keemstar made a video defending Leafy, saying, "Well, he's high functioning autistic," and then he pulled out a chart. It's like a spectrum of autism. He's like, "Well, technically, we're all on the spectrum." It was the worst argument you've ever seen.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was a horrible argument, and and I don't, but the thing that you have to remember, and this is kind of where it gets a little bit muddy for a lot of people. When you decide that you're going to put yourself out there on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or whatever, right, and build a social following, you're opening yourself up to criticism. You're opening yourself up to critique. And there are people who will pick the low-hanging fruit. They'll go after...
not just criticism either, but parody. So like people can goof on your appearance.
Sure.
I mean, you're now open to that kind of thing.
Exactly. 100%. Some of my earlier videos that I made on YouTube channel, people came and there's a lot of things to pick on me about, right? Be it my stutter, where I sometimes really, and the thing about when I made videos, it's easy to cut all that stuff out, right? Because I edit it before I upload it, and it's not as prominent. But these live streams and stuff, if you guys notice, a lot of times I freeze, and I'm struggling with trying to get the words in the right order. And I have a little dyslexia, and so I struggle with that as well. So
I thought that was just a Southern thing, like, because a lot of people in the South, they talk at a slow pace. Yeah, and it's not even a measure of intelligence; it's just how people talk down here.
Well, no, that's not. When I was a kid, I had to take class. I went to
speech therapy.
Speech therapy, yeah.
Me too.
I've always had a little bit of a speech impediment, and like I say, and I've had people make fun of my weight and other other aspects, attributes, stuff that I have, and that's the thing. You just kind of have to. You just kind of have to be willing to accept that, And I think unfortunately there are people who they see the stars, right? They see the fame, but they don't see what comes with it. And I don't think a lot of people have their skin is thick enough to where they can handle it. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good point to make, honestly, because you see it today with like creators who cannot handle any form of criticism whatsoever. Like even to the point where somebody who gets a 98% approval rating on YouTube, right? William Osmond, he goes as far as to lose his fucking mind and dox one of his viewers that had something negative to say about his video.
And here's the interesting thing about that is the dude's not even a YouTuber. He was just a consumer of content.
Just an asshole.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe he is an asshole, but he made a throwaway comment in the comment section of a YouTube video that, like you said, had 98% approval. Right. And he decided to focus on this one comment to the point to where he created a fake profile, catfished, he falsified, or he
went on his LinkedIn, dude.
Yeah, he went on his LinkedIn. Some will say, well, he doxed, he didn't dox. Well, I'm going to tell you something. When he showed his full name like he did, okay, it wasn't hard for people to track, and people have done videos on it where they typed in his name and it, in that Google complete, and it come up and showed all this stuff. So there was a lot of traffic that was driven to this guy because of the video that was made, right?
Millions of people. But the thing it's shitty to see too, and I won't get to. We'll come back because there's other examples as well.
Sure.
But the shitty thing to see about that too, and we didn't do an episode on this because
it's kind of oversaturated.
We didn't have anything really new to say about it. But the the
Yeah.
shitty thing for me was I was actually a fan of William Osmond. Like
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
I used to watch him all the time,
Yeah.
and whenever his house burned down, I was like, damn, I really feel bad for that guy.
Sure.
You know. And then
Yeah.
now I see him doing stuff like this. I'm like, you're just like every other YouTuber on the planet. It's just
Well, no, he's worse. And I'm going to tell you why he's worse, okay?
yeah.
If, like, for example, today we're going to be ripping and shredding on some of the people we're going to be talking about. Hell, we're even going to rip and shred on me a little bit, and I'm fine with that. But this was a guy who was not out there in the public, okay? He was not out in the public. He was a consumer of the content being created, and he posted a comment that basically took exception to part of the process that the guy did to make the X-rays. Okay, but he went after him. Like I said, I've been on and watching and consuming YouTube content stuff for years. I don't, in my mind, I went back and I've studied on this, and I've filed through the folders and stuff that I have up there in my mind of things. And honestly, I am not aware of any time that any content creator ever went after just a consumer or I don't want to use the term, I don't know what the right definition is, but just a consumer. This was not a person with public profile. This was not, this is not another content creators go after each other all the time. They have drama, they have Twitter dramas, they have YouTube dramas, whatever. Okay, they have TikTok drama. Hell, there's TikTok drama. So there's all this stuff, right? But I
refuse to download TikTok, by the way. I'm not doing it.
And all the the memory banks that I have access to and that I can draw upon, I don't ever know of when that ever happened. And so this guy is worse.
It's happened. Well, maybe not actually.
No, that's okay.
I'd have to really think about it.
Going after
a viewer.
Exactly. Going after a viewer, a consumer, not another public figure. You're a public figure.
Yeah.
Nobody. I'm not aware of any doing this. But anyway.
But and you know who I think, tying it back to criticism and YouTube.
Yeah.
I think somebody who I've oftentimes disagreed with on some of their takes.
Yeah.
But for the most part, Asmongold is somebody who can handle it really well. I mean, the dude's mom just died, and he made like a 30-minute video, and I'm sure if you look in there, there's probably some horrifying comments.
Yeah.
But I mean, he handles like stuff right on the chin. I mean, he speaks out about it, but he doesn't really.
Well, there are people out there who are going after, there are some evil people in the world, is all I want to say, and they will use, here's the thing. As we live, as this world that we live on, this sphere of dirt and water and rock, as it rotates, as it spins, right? As we live our lives, we have good things that happen in our lives. We have bad things that happen in our lives. We have sad things that happen in our lives. And the one thing that you can always count on is there are going to be assholes out there that will use a sad or tragic thing that comes into our lives. They'll use it to exploit and to attack you. I see it all the time. And like you said, there are some people out there that can take it on the chin, as you said. I think that's a good analogy. And then there's some that don't handle it too well. And anyway, let's get into and discuss our characters today. So we talked briefly about Leafy is here. Now, like I say, when Leafy first started, he did Let's Plays and things like that. And then he made some videos where he was just kind of roasting other content creators, and it kind of blew up. And, he started getting lots of views. And so he just did more and more of those type videos. And he would go out and try to find some of the most stranger characters. We'll put it that way out there on YouTube. In the early days of YouTube and stuff, 2000, 15, 16, 2000, and even earlier, when it was truly YouTube, right? It was you making videos and putting it up for people to see. We had some really eclectic people. It was raw, and it looked like the people around us, right? People that we would interact, and there were people in there just like you or just like me. Nowadays, it's all polished and corporate structured, and you go on there and all you see is highlight reels from, or snippets from, tonight's show or this, that show, whatever, that type of thing. Polished videos from, you have music creators and stuff, and even though they could be indie or unsigned or whatever, and their videos are just as good as a lot of times as what you'd see by AAA artists and things like that. Anyway, back in the day, you could go on and find people, and I guess I'm sure you still can to a certain degree, find people from all walks of life and things that are like you, whatever. But anyway, this first guy, we're going to bring him up here on the screen here. Oh, hang on here. Where did you go? Hang on here. I got to fix Banana.
I spear.
Let me go back to, I don't know. Start talking for a second while I get your camera fixed, dude.
Hello, audience. Hope you're well today. I guess now would be a good time that if you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe to the show if you enjoyed it. Also, if you go to the Discord, we have a viewer news channel that if you want us to talk about something that's happened in the past week or even like past story or channel we can review, you can put those links in there on our Discord and we can go over it and possibly cover it in the next show.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. I think I got you fixed now. Okay.
Cool.
So anyway, this is this guy here on the screen. This is his name is Mr.BlackDarkness666. He's a goth person, I guess you can see that by his appearance, right? And anyway, he put this video out, and it was called "The Life of a Goth," and we're going to just take a few minutes. And now this video was put out on October the 13th of 2010. Okay, so 11 years ago. This was a little over 11 years now. It has now amassed 929,000 views. But anyway, he put out this video, and it was called "The Life of a Goth." We'll watch just a little bit of it. I'll have a link to all the videos that we use today down below, so you can go watch them at your own, in their entirety, because I don't want to rob views from people and creators and stuff. But anyway, we'll just take a quick little peruse here of the. And I gotta apologize. It looks kind of weird on the screen, but this was back when they did 4:3 ratio, and as hard as I tried to get it to, it just anyway. It's the only one. The rest of them are all in the 16:9 ratio, so it'll be a better fit. So just bear with us on that there.
This is where I live. I live up there, where you can see the grapes. Yeah, I know it's a fucking dump, and I hate it here. I live in this little backwater town, like in the fucking middle of nowhere, and today I'm gonna show you how fucking retarded and like small-minded and discriminating this town really is. Okay, so let's go then. So now we're gonna walk into the street and see how all the people respond to my presence when I walk by. You see what I have to deal with every day? This is what I have to go through every day. every day when I walk down the street, and they just taunt me like this, and it's making me crazy. Stop it! Stop it! Stop talking to me like that! I'm a person, okay?
I'm a person, okay?
Yeah, he was really ahead of his time with the inclusion of different discriminatory people. And where is he from? Norway?
You know, I want to say
Screaming at him in like Swedish or something.
Yeah, he's I want to say that's correct. I want to say that he is from
or he's like
Norway.
Norwegian.
Yeah, he's let's just see. Let's see if we can pull up where he's. I want to think he was from Norway.
Blackness 666. Internet sensation, comically known. He's also known for being a witch and telling kids to die.
He's from the Netherlands.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway,
they're speaking
according to famous birthdays. He's from the Netherlands. He's now 39 years old, and anyway, his name is Vlad Black.
That's not a stage name at all.
Not at all, right? No. Anyway, he's
or it's very convenient that he was named that.
Yeah,
like a chicken and the egg question. Which one came first, the name or the goth? Was he born to be goth, or was it the name that influenced it?
I don't know.
Vampire plus their favorite color. I mean, that's 2 for 2 right there.
That's 2 for 2. So anyway, this next video that we got here, this is a re-upload of the famous video. Yeah. This is a re-upload. Someone had re-uploaded this content. It's gone now, right? Because Leafy's channel has been terminated. And
he's been completely destroyed off the internet.
Yeah, I don't think this is necessarily any type of news flashing one that Leafy is not allowed on the space.
Also,
anymore.
It was one of the laziest terminations I've ever seen on YouTube. Like, because no one realized that those videos weren't even actually about Pokemon. Like he just titled them that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like only like 1 or 2 of them were, and then the rest of them were just like bullshit. Some of them were actually really positive too, and giving like helpful life advice, which was kind of funny.
Some of them were actually like stock advice and how to take, and
like how he learned Excel and like made his life better and stuff.
Yeah, he uses Excel to help with his what do you call it, with his
But the best part was hearing like everyone I know that's like kind of like a normie that's vaguely into YouTube.
Yeah.
They're like, well, he made like 6 videos on Pokemon, and I think that's just bullying and blah, 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 blah. Even Asmongold was like that. And it was just like, none of y'all watched the videos, but okay.
He did it to prove a point.
He did. And he's point proven. He's gone now. So.
He didn't care. Listen, Leafy made millions and millions of dollars.
Not even most of his money apparently was made from like Minecraft and stuff too.
Yeah,
like he made Minecraft servers and shit.
Yep. So
smart man. I wish I was that smart.
So here's an uploaded video, a re-upload of and we'll watch part of it, just for prosperity's sake here. Oh, come on.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to a brand new video. I hope your guys' day has been going great. I actually kind of had a shitty day. I woke up in the middle of a parking lot, was doing some meth, and some homeless guy came up and started beating the shit out of me. Apparently, while this guy was attacking me, he was yelling something. I'm not really sure what it was, but it kind of sounded something like, blood of the beast, Lucifer is my dark lord. But everybody on Twitter has been linking me this video recently. Apparently, it's really inspiring. It's very motivational, and that I should overall check it out. And I mean, if you guys know me, you know that I love that motivational, inspiring stuff. So without further ado, we're just gonna play this shit right now. And I want you guys to open up your heart to this guy, because he might be a little bit different, but he's just like you and me. You know, this guy just is a great guy. Just play the fucking video.
This is where I live. I live up there, where you can see the grapes. Yeah, I know it's a.
But anyway, that's
man, I miss the satire, the old school satire on YouTube. It's nice to revisit.
I mean, you know, Leafy just had that voice. You know what I'm saying? It just was a, he said, talking about doing meth and all of a sudden,
He had that high school bully voice.
Yeah, anyway, he was a character. I initially found him somewhat entertaining, but then I grew out of him real fast. It just wasn't my cup of tea, but that's okay, and, but anyway, so Leafy makes one of his traditional type of roast videos, or whatever you want to call it, on Vlad here. And so Vlad responds and makes a response video. And in this response video, he says, Leafy is here. Go fuck yourself. And so with that, we'll just let him take it away.
I decided to make another video. This is because some asshole on YouTube has used my video for the wrong fucking purpose. He's been mocking me, saying degrading stuff about me, laughing at me in my face on YouTube. And I don't really care so much about this little punk boy asshole vlogger, whatever the fuck he is, thinks he is. Oh, I got millions of followers. Oh fuck. I've even got a goddamn meme about me. I don't give a shit about that. I don't give a fuck about that. It's just.
I'll say this: at least he's drinking some decent whiskey, Jack Daniels. So I'll give it some props for that.
That's the best well whiskey, I think.
Of course he goes on, and what he does in this video, he goes on to perform a ritual, and he puts a curse, hex, or whatever you want to call it.
He hexes him. He puts a curse on him.
That's a curse on him, right?
I guess it backfired. He's very successable, or maybe not, because he did get banned off YouTube.
Well,
so.
It was
It was a delayed curse. It was like it's like one of those delayed action pills.
Yeah, I know.
Like 30 minutes.
I know people were talking about how when Leafy got banned, they went back into the what do you call it, the lore, and they was talking about Mr.BlackDarkness666. His curse got him, took him out. But
it took time.
Anyway, so ever the ever whatever you want to call it, the opportunist that Keem is, he seen an opportunity to, and of course him and Leafy at the time were buddies. He has Leafy and Vlad, Mr. Darkness, come on DramaAlert, and he used to do these things called playground matches, right, where he'd have people come on and kind of
playground insult matches.
Do playground insults, whatever. But anyway, he had him come on, and they did a little. He was trying to find some way to mediate between the two or whatever, and anyway, here's just a short little snippet of that video.
Now, we have a little debate here. Leafy, about a week ago, uploaded a video calling out Mr. Dark666, saying that, he was kind of being a baby about children picking on him. So these two have been going back and forth, and Mr. Dark, what is it, Mr. Dark Magic?
It's Mr.BlackDarkness666.
He uploaded a video putting a spell on Leafy with a bunch of death threats. So we have them both here to talk this thing out. Leafy, what is your standpoint?
So, basically, I want to say, was it about 3 weeks ago? I saw a video on Reddit. I'm just going to quickly summarize. A video on Reddit with, do you want me to just call you Vlad, or...
Yeah, that's fine.
So I saw a video on Reddit with Vlad.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're crying, dude.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that
his commitment to the character.
Yeah, he's high hell, one of the two. I mean, whatever.
His commitment to the character is so great.
See, and here's the thing too. I the cynic in me wants us to think that probably that original video that he did where the kids were, was all set up. It was you know what I'm saying? It was.
It's obvious it's a character. It's a
oh yeah, sure. It was, and I think the kids coming at him or whatever was probably just a work, as they say, right? It was a gimmick. It was a skit.
It's still hilarious.
Oh, it's yeah.
But then you look at like his music. But then you like look at his music videos and stuff and his other content. And you're like, I don't know if this is really a character.
Well,
I
think he's into
mixture of both.
The whole goth. He's a huge fan of Marilyn Manson, right? And so, I think there's
not that great of an artist, by the way. It really isn't.
Who, Marilyn Manson? Or
no, I mean,
he's not my cup of tea. Yeah, he's not my cup of tea either. But whatever. I mean, I know people that love.
I mean, that music is in my wheelhouse. Like that's the kind of stuff I listen to. But it's not. I never liked Marilyn Manson. The only thing I thought was cool about him was that he got all the Christians mad.
Well, he comes from a Christian background, so he knows the buttons to push, right?
But they were like, he's a demon.
Well,
he's an antichrist. He removed 2 of his ribs so he could self-fellatio.
Self-fellatio? Yeah. God.
You remember that one?
Oh, yeah, 100%. So, but anyway, those two had a little thing on with Keem and all that, and it was kind of
that reminds me of my grandpa too. By the way, off topic, but real quick, because he was like, you know what KISS stands for? Like Knights in Satan's Service.
Knights in Satan's Service.
I just was like, shut up.
I grew up with all that crap, man. I know, jeez,
silly.
But anyway,
silly,
that all happened.
Right.
So anyway, trying to find. Okay. So this all happened in like January of 2016 when Leafy made his video on Vlad there. And then towards the end of the month of January, Keem had him on DramaAlert. And so me being the ever, what I was fucking retarded, I think. I don't know. But anyway, I dipped my toe. This is actually, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is.
Oh, you made a video on this.
I made a video on this, yes. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to think this is, and I'm gonna spare you guys the intro, because the intro is just, it's
playing some Hearthstone.
It's oh yeah, because back then I didn't want to show my face, right? I was trying to have anonymity. And see an enemy, yeah. No. But anyway, so I thought, well, I can edit videos, and I got me one of those snowball, the little snowball microphones, USB mics. I got me one of those, and
everyone's first mic.
Oh yeah, and I thought, hey, I could do this, and I could. So I did some recording. I back then I was really big into card games, like Hearthstone. Magic the Gathering, things like that, right? And so I thought, well, okay. I didn't really play a whole lot of Magic. There was Magic Online, but to play Magic Online, you had to actually spend money, right? You had to buy cards and stuff, and to get decks and what have you. It was worth anything to be able to play. And so,
they used to have one before Arena.
Oh yeah. And I think it still exists. But yeah, you have to actually, it's kind of weird. You would actually buy what they call tickets. And then the tickets, you could buy the tickets straight from Wizards, right? And it was a digital currency. And then the digital currency, you can then use them to buy your way into games, to play in games. And if you won, then you would get like tickets in return, and you get packs that you could open and so forth, right? And they had tournaments, and at the time, you could if you played enough and you had high enough ranking, you could qualify for Grand Prix online, and then you could go in person and play. Well,
speaking of card games, Guess who's the 3-time European champ in the poker server? This guy.
Yeah.
Master of poker.
You got lucky. You got
3
lucky.
times in a row?
Oh yeah.
All right.
You got lucky.
Oh, do you remember, by the way, there used to be a World of Warcraft trading card game before the Hearthstone ever came out?
Sure.
And they're like, they offered the like allure of it was like you could get a really rare pack that would have an in-game mount.
Yes. Yeah. The Spectral Tiger. Mm-hmm.
Man, I was trying to get that so bad.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day. Yeah, I never got it. Did you get it?
Oh no. No.
Oh damn. It's a really rare drop.
Oh yeah, but anyway, so
yeah, you made a video.
I made a video, and so this came out, and I put this out in March, towards the end of March in 2016. Has a whopping, you ready for this? 57 views with 1 like.
Holy shit, Batman!
Yeah, but anyway, like I said, I'm gonna spare you the intro because the intro will literally make you want to hurt yourself. But anyway, so here we go.
Let me first introduce myself. My name's Riverter, and today
Listen
I'd like
to that
to
audio.
discuss a general issue that
Listen to that audio. Isn't that audio great? You hear that humming?
Let me
Hear
explain.
that whine?
You see, when I was a kid growing up,
That was horrible.
I had heroes like
Yes.
John Wayne.
Well, son, since you haven't learned to
Yeah.
respect your elders,
Oh yeah, the cut in.
you learn to
Oh yeah,
respect
put the
your
cuts in.
parents.
John Wayne, baby.
You can call me father.
Yep,
You can call me
call me-
Jacob. You
yep.
can call me Jake. You can call me a dirty
Son of a bitch. That's right.
If you ever
Call me daddy
and I'll
again.
finish this fight.
Yep. Charles Bronson. Yeah. Great movie, by the way. You never watched it. It's called How the West Was Won. Once Upon a Time in the West. I'm
You
sorry.
see, this is who I grew up with, and I was
But
watching
anyway,
him on television.
yeah.
Or I watched him in the movies.
I want to skip this next part because
These were the
it talks
baddest
about.
guys.
I talk about Basher in this, and I don't really want to do that. He recently passed away, and I still stand by what I said at the time. But the guy's passed, and I think I just don't feel comfortable anymore. With it anyway.
How did he die from COVID or something?
Yes, he did. He passed away from COVID. Yeah.
Wow.
Been mocking me, saying degrading stuff about me.
Because somebody made a video about this person, or they made a video about that person, and whatever. When you put yourself out there on YouTube, you are an entertainer, and you are subject to criticism.
Yeah. So as you can see, hey, Zero Core, welcome in, dude. But as you can see, even back then, I still was saying what I'm, here it is, been,
Hey, Zero.
5 years now.
Yeah, what were you? How old were you back then? 5 years ago?
Let's see, this was, I put this out in 2016, 5 years ago. So I was in my late 40s, somewhere in there.
Oh dang.
So, yeah.
Old man.
Old man, yeah, even back then. And, and that's kind of part of the reason why I didn't want to initially show my face, because I was an older guy, this old guy with gray hair. And I felt like, because everybody that was making videos back then was young, right? Young, and they, and I thought, well, I just can't, I just couldn't, compete with that or whatever. But one of the things that is kind of interesting about this whole deal is, Mr. Vlad, Mr. BlackDarkness666, he did go on to make a few more videos and what have you about Leafy. That was a subject that he returned to a few more times on his channel. But then about a little over a year ago, when Leafy returned and started making videos again, right?
Right.
The people on YouTube lost their minds, right? And
yeah, they thought it was the second coming of or not second coming, but the coming of the Antichrist or something.
Yeah. Well, I just celebrated a birthday, Zero. So So I'm rapidly approaching my mid-50s. So I don't know how old your parents are, but if your parents are around that same age, then yeah, we're about the same age. But one of the things that Vlad is good at is he's actually not a bad animator. He did a couple of videos of that he did, and if you was consuming, you can give me shit all you want to. It doesn't bother me a bit.
I do it every day.
Yeah, I'll give you some pretty good yesterday in that poker tournament. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, but I knocked you out.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I took you out.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. Who took you out then? Did you take yourself out?
I was out of the thing, and I just wound up giving my money to. It wasn't you. You were out, and they took the hand.
What do you mean I was out? I won the tournament.
I know, but you had folded out for that hand. You weren't in the play, and I just went all in.
I took all your money.
No,
You're
you
just
didn't.
misremembering. It's your age. I won't hold it against you.
Whatever. Okay. You took the largest portion of my money. I won't. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So somebody else got the little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, but you
I
didn't.
thought I all into you.
No, no, you didn't take. No, no.
Okay.
But anyway,
Next time.
when he came back, whatever, Vlad made some more videos on Leafy, and if you were consuming and watching Leafy when he came back, and of course, like I say, I'm sure those videos are out there somewhere archived. But if you go back and look, you'll find that he actually used one of the last videos he put up. He actually used a vast, if not all of a segment of this video that Vlad did. So I kind of want to think that in the end they were kind of, I'm not going to say they were buddies, but they were. I guess they had mutual respect for each other.
Honestly, I think Leafy knew the guy was a satire. Like, he was goofing on goths, and he was doing a bit.
Yeah,
it's like sketch comedy, you know.
Oh yeah. Leafy is. I mean, good, bad, whatever. Leafy is highly intelligent.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And so, and I think he had the ability to really what video isn't archived somewhere on the net? Yeah, right.
All the stuff Google scrubs.
Yeah,
on the internet.
There's some videos, that they just they will not allow up on there. It has a complete total content ID.
And there's a weird similarity between all the videos they fucking scrub from the net. We won't go there today.
But anyway, the video that contained this animation here is gone off of Leafy's channel. But the video, this section of it or whatever is still here. And here's, like I say, again, I'll link all these videos, even my cancerous one that I did back then too. But
mine are terrible too.
But again, you have to. I could say though, even by those standards back then, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. So, but anyway, he did this video, and it's pretty. I think it's funny. It is satirical. It's funny, but then again, it's really not. So.
People saying, "Oh, Leafy, come back." I would love to see Leafy come back and try to exist in the landscape today. Like the content that he was making would never fly on YouTube today, and you have to adapt and overcome the fact that,
oh God,
yeah.
Uh-huh.
You can't even curse bro like I don't know. I'd love to see him succeed in today's climate. Alright guys, have a great weekend, we love you. See you next week on the H3H3 podcast.
The eyebrows.
That was a good show.
Yeah.
Thanks, babe. You go on ahead. I have to do some stuff here in the studio.
I like all the chins he's got.
Okay, don't work too hard.
You like Ela the horse?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, secret, look here. His secret little room he's going into. He's got a leafy shrine.
Oh, Leafy. Come back. Please come back.
Uh-huh.
I need you.
He needs you. Oh, was I
He
even
gets
not
really
sure?
dark
I don't
after that,
think.
dude.
I don't know if I was showing it. Did I have that on the screen?
I really hope you were.
Oh, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, it wasn't on the screen.
Okay,
Son of a
good.
bitch.
it wasn't, or it was.
It wasn't.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
It was on the screen. God damn it.
All right. So I'll back it up and we'll go again. It won't be the first time we had to do
No, we're not
do-
going again.
We're not going again? Okay, we won't do it again.
Go from your pause. You can see the rest of the video.
Okay, let's see where it was.
Unless,
Yeah, about right in here, I think. Okay.
yeah, sure.
Come back.
Come back, Leafy. Come back.
Please come back.
Yeah.
I need you.
There we go.
You've come back.
Yes, I have returned.
I've been waiting for you so very long.
I know, but I'm very disappointed in you, Ethan.
No, Leafy, how can I make it up to you?
You have to make a sacrifice.
A sacrifice?
Yeah.
Yeah, or else I'm gonna leave this place forever and you're never gonna see me again.
I'll do it.
Oh my god. Yeah, so he loves a horse in the animation in the beginning. Because at the time, Keemstar was joking that he never outright said it.
No.
But he posted
No.
pictures of horses.
No.
And was saying that Ela looked like a horse.
Yeah.
Not only that, he was also spreading a rumor that they had extracurricular activities in the gazebo. So he was posting pictures of gazebos for like an entire month.
Yeah, I know he was going after. Well, they were going after each other. And anyway, but
yeah.
And so then, anyways, as we know, Leafy got the big axe, and his channel was no longer, and
Because he bullied Pokemon, who is like a crazy psychopath, sociopath.
so Mr.BlackDarkness666 puts out a video, says this was why Leafy got terminated. It's a 2-minute little video, and it has like 16,000 views, and it's I think it's got like it's like a 95%, almost 96% positive ratio. So I mean, it was well
Not bad.
received. So yeah, you are with those eyebrows again.
I would love to see Leafy come back and try to
I can't even do that.
What is this? Like the
Yeah.
content that he was making would never fly. Look at this Hilla.
Look at this hill.
Why did he make me look like a horse?
Oh my god.
I don't know, but this is sick.
Do something about it, Ethan.
Yeah.
I will.
That's
Uh-oh.
Susan.
Mama
Suzanne
Susan.
speaking.
Yeah.
Hello, Suzanne. He's gone too
Suzanne.
far.
Yes, too far.
Yes, too far.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Get Leafy in my office now.
Now. But anyway, that's about half the video. Like I said, I don't want to show the full thing. You guys
Go watch it on.
Yeah, check it on
Yes.
your. But anyway, but he's okay. So kind of wrap things up here a little bit. Leafy is gone. Leafy will never. I don't think will ever return. Well,
Surprised Gokinara isn't gone too.
yeah. Mr. BlackDarkness666 is still with us. He's got like was it like 80 something? He's got like 80 something thousand. 81,000. He's got like 81,000 subscribers. Let's see if I can pull this thing up here. I'll go here. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of see it here. No, it's not. Let me go this one here.
Gokinara here.
Yeah, we'll just make this one do anyway. He's got like 80. He's got like 81,000 subscribers.
Now he's doing Let's Plays.
He's doing Let's Plays. He's still around. His last
He's doing
stream.
animations still too.
Yeah, he still does animations. His last stream was 2 months ago. He had 2,000 views, and he's still, it was like 89%, positive ratio. Looks like he played Bum Simulator, got 97% on it. 91. So I mean, so he's still getting, really good views. He's, it's, positive, like to dislike ratio. So, he's still around and he's still going and he's still doing his thing. That's the thing when in YouTube or any of I hate movies, whatever, right? You got to have the, what do you call it? You have to have an antagonist, right? You have your hero, but then you always got to have somebody that you can kind of, go off against.
It's what is it? The necessity of opposites.
Sure.
It's a law of the universe.
And, on YouTube, we really don't have that anymore. There's not like a person or a channel or whatever that people love to hate. I mean, you've got Keemstar. Keemstar is one of those polarizing characters that people love to hate, but he's retiring. In March, he's announced he's retiring. He's currently looking for his replacement. He's doing videos and showing videos. Things he just recently he just put out a video today, but prior to that, the one before that, REUpload did the entire video, and he did a great job. And then prior to that, he took a segment of one of Willie's videos that he did, which was pertaining to what was that guy's name? The one that did the whole catfishing and one we just talked about at the beginning of the stream. William Osmond. REUpload did a video, a little short segment on that, and Keemstar took that little segment and put it in, incorporated it into the DramaAlert, and then like I said, the very next DramaAlert, REUpload did the entire thing. Willie has said that he doesn't think he'll be taking over DramaAlert because he likes to cuss too much. He likes to
Me too, Willie.
do his own thing, and that kind of doesn't really fit into what DramaAlert is these days. And he's not. Willie Mack is not advertiser friendly, shall we say? And Willie.
Yeah,
Willie,
did you see? He said, I think it was on Tommy's channel.
Yeah.
So he didn't even make any money on like one of his first million videos because he had it demonetized.
Well, yeah, because he had music on it.
Yeah, he just doesn't care.
He does. Yeah, Willie doesn't. Willie's one of the last content creators who makes it because he likes to make the videos.
Which is weird because you forget you can actually like do anything you want. It's just making money on it will not be an option. So or it'll be the money will all be made by some conglomerate
exactly. But Willie has a Patreon, and he has supporters that way that gives him a little bit of money every month. But I would say it's probably not near what he could if he actually gave a rip and was more concerned and focused on having this very pasteurized content that is advertiser friendly and stuff, so he would get commercials or whatever.
Do you really want to see Willie Mack talk like Repzilla, where he's like bleeping every freaking word?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I don't.
No. And so, I have mad respect for Willie. I tip my hat to him, and I think what he does is a good thing. But the biggest thing is I don't even think he gets demonetized so much because of his vulgarity or his swearing or cursing. It's because he likes to use copyrighted music. And I understand that, that sometimes there would be a copyrighted tune out there that would maybe pair up or match well for the video you're making. I get that. I appreciate that, but I don't.
You could also hire people like DrSharvago to write your music.
Sure. Yeah, exactly.
Stimulate the musician.
Yeah, the local
royalty.
And there's other musicians out there, YouTube, Twitter, so forth, that are that you could that take commissions and will make you some little bumps in and out and things like that.
It's not a criticism on Willie. It's just
no, not at all. But Willie just flat out said he wants to make videos his way.
Fair enough.
That's fair enough, exactly. And I that's okay. Make them your way, dude. And
they're great, so why not?
Exactly. And he's doing something right because he's got a lot of supporters and he's got a lot of subs on his channel.
He's always been great though. It was just a matter of time until he hit the algorithm or somebody noticed.
Yeah. So anyway, before we wrap up the show and call it a day, we want to make everybody aware of something. Next week will be our 1-year anniversary of this podcast starting.
Oh shit!
Yep, a full year.
1 whole year.
1 whole year. Yeah.
Crazy.
So anyway,
doesn't feel like a year yet, has it?
No, it doesn't. Hey Doc, how you doing? We just were talking about you.
Yeah, are your ears hot?
His ears supposed to be burning. Yeah, but anyway, next week, like I said, is our 1 year anniversary, and we've got a pretty special show lined up for you. We're going to have some special guests come in.
Some real special guests.
And guests. Yes. We've got some definites, and then we've got some maybes. But anyway, I hope you guys will all show up next week, and
it's gonna be a blast.
It is going to be a blast, and
it's gonna be a hoot and a holler.
Yeah, we're not going to be covering. We're just going to have fun next week. We're not going to be covering any. What do we call it? We're not nonsense. We're not going to be covering any nonsense or anything like that. We're just
we're having fun. We're going to be talking.
Yeah. We're just going to be having some conversations with some people that we really enjoy their company, and we're just going to, as we say here in the South, we're just going to sit around and chew the fat a little bit. And well, I hope you can remember too, Zero.
We'll be putting out reminders on. Well, you will be putting out reminders on Twitter because I don't have Twitter, but
I will be putting out reminders on Twitter, and I will try to remember to go around and put up some stuff on some of the different Discords and stuff out there as well to let people know that it'll be be the 1 year anniversary of the show.
Right.
But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the guests that we're going to have on, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's definitely going to be chaotic, because we could have as many as 5 people, I think, if everybody shows up on the screen at one time. So I think it's going to be kind of wild and crazy. But
never before seen in the history of Clear as Mud.
Not that many people anyway. That's for certain. Anyway, I think that's about it. I don't have anything else going on. Banana, do you have anything? You're still running the poker championships and stuff over there on the I don't know, is it called the Poker Club or
CSFTP Poker Club?
Yeah, okay. If you're not a participant and you would like to, it doesn't cost any money. It's all free. You can join up. Just reach out to Banana. You can find him on Discord.
My DMs are closed. I would what I would do is type in SFTP Poker Club on YouTube.
Okay.
There'll be a video that pops up on Tommy C's channel.
Okay.
And there's a link there to join the poker club.
Okay. All right. But
or just go to Tommy's channel and look for the poker video.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Okay. Well, anyway, if that's something you guys are interested in, and you guys would like to join that, just follow Banana's instructions there and get in there and I don't get to attend every one of them. But I did get to attend yesterday. Had a blast as always with Banana and I can't remember who I was in there yesterday. But anyway,
it certainly is awesome.
Yeah,
we like to shoot shit.
Yeah, there's a Discord you can get in there, so you can talk to the people that's at your table and trash talk a little bit and just kind of visit and what have you. And it's like I said, it's a lot of fun and. I enjoyed it. I always enjoy it or whatever. So,
hell yeah.
Anyway, as far as myself, I don't have a lot going on. I keep trying to get back into and have enough energy to stream when I come in from work, but here lately it's just been impossible. Basically come in, fix a bite of supper for me and the missus, and then I usually crash and go to bed. Work has just been really taking it out of me, but I do want to try to get back to doing some streaming because I do enjoy. But
it's peak season for me.
Yeah.
So now it's gonna be balls to the wall till January.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna have any free time to do anything.
I remember those days when I was working retail. I hated it. I hated it. So anyway. So with that, hopefully we'll see you guys next week for the 1 year anniversary. Until then, remember, keep your powder dry, and we'll see you in the funny papers.
Bye-bye.